Hi, welcome back, beautiful, beloved souls. I hope you're having a happy Easter. My name is Jim Stone. I'm a psychic medium and I am an author. And just like my books, content on this channel varies. I look at anything and everything through a lens, hence the name of the channel. Now, I've uploaded thousands of videos, and if you're specifically interested in a specific topic, if you type that in my channel, you might find I've covered it. So I don't fit a particular niche. I explore anything and everything. It could be mystery, self-help, psychology, paranormal, conspiracy, singing, my life, and my dog, anything and everything. And I would kindly ask you guys that if any of my videos has resonated, please consider sharing. Thank you. So let's get into it. Let me ask you something. What if the spiritual activation you've just paid hundreds of dollars for was never locked in the first place? What if your intuition, your inner knowing, was already fully yours, but somebody convinced you that you needed permission to access it? Because in 2026, there's a growing industry doing exactly that. Putting a price tag on your own soul. The rise of the paywalled soul. We're living in a time where spirituality has gone digital. There's courses, memberships, ascension tiers, VIP access to your own enlightenment. And everywhere you look, there's someone saying, I can activate you. I can open your third eye. I can unlock your gifts for a price. Sometimes a small one. Sometimes thousands of dollars. And the question we need to ask is not, does this work? But why does this exist at all? The psychology behind it. This doesn't happen by accident. It works because it taps into something very human: uncertainty. Most people don't trust their own intuition. They second guess it. They override it. They've been taught not to listen to it. So, when someone comes along and says, you have a gift, but you're not using it correctly, that creates a gap. And then they offer to fill that gap with a course, a program, an activation. The fear lever. There's a subtle fear woven into this. Not always obvious, but it's there. The fear of getting it wrong, being blocked, missing your purpose, not being fully activated. And when fear enters the picture, people will pay for certainty, even if that certainty is manufactured. Repackaging the natural. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Intuition is not rare. It's not elite. It's not reserved for a chosen few. It's a basic human function, like instinct, like emotion, like awareness. But what has happened is this. Something natural has been rebranded as something exclusive. And once it's seen as exclusive, it can be sold. The activation funnel. Let's talk about the structure, because this is where it becomes very clear. It usually starts with 3 content, relatable messaging, you are special language. Then it moves to low-cost entry levels, high-ticket programs, level 1, activation, level 2, awakening, elite inner circle. Each step suggesting you're not quite there yet, but you can be if you keep going, if you keep paying. The dependency loop. And here's where it becomes a problem, because instead of strengthening your intuition, it can weaken your trust in it. You start asking, what would my mentor say? Am I doing this right? Do I need another activation? And slowly, your inner compass gets replaced by external authority. That's not empowerment. That's dependency. Let's be fair. Now, I want to be balanced here. Not all teachers are bad. Not all courses are scams. Guidance can be valuable. Learning can accelerate growth. But there's a difference between someone helping you finding your own voice and someone positioning themselves as the source of it. What real guidance looks like. A genuine guide doesn't say, I will activate you. They say, I'll help you recognize what's already there. They don't create reliance. They reduce it. They don't build a hierarchy. They dissolve it. Reclaiming your sovereignty. So, how do you take your power back? It starts with a simple shift. Instead of asking, who can unlock me? Ask, where did I learn I was locked? Instead of, what should I do? Ask, what do I already feel is right? Because your intuition doesn't need a subscription. It doesn't need a tier, and it certainly doesn't need permission. The bigger picture. This isn't just about money. It's about control. Because when people believe their inner world needs external validation, they become easier to guide, easier to influence, easier to sell to. And that's not spirituality. That's a business model. A grounded truth. You don't need to be activated to be intuitive. You don't need to be chosen to be aware. And you don't need to pay to access something that was never taken from you. Closing. The most powerful thing you can realize is this. The voice you've been searching for has been with you the entire time. No guru, no gatekeeper, no paywall, just you. And the moment you trust that, the whole system starts to lose its power. Call to action. I'd love to read your thoughts. Have you ever paid for a course or activation? Did it help? Or did it leave you feeling like you needed more? Let's talk about it in the comments. And thank you very much again for watching. So, basically, summary, I believe we all have an intuitive ability. We all can intuit. Intuition. Don't pay for something that you already have. If someone says they can help you get better, that is different. But these next tier levels, and spirituality is becoming a big business. Thank you very much for watching. As you know, I will always stay true. I will tell you that psychic ability is not accurate. Channeling is not accurate. Remote viewing at best is 65% accurate. So if you watch anybody who remote views or channels, question me. Always stay curious and question everything. Thanks, guys. Please take care of yourselves. Be respectful in your comments. And be kind to each other. Cherish every moment. Love, light, and blessings. And the reason I upload a lot of videos is because some days I don't. Bye.